Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to present about employee performance appraisal work from home. We have choose QSR brand as a company that we are going to evaluate about their employee performance appraisal work from home. Firstly, I'm going to share with you about the company background. Actually, QSR brand is the company that operates KFC and Pizza Hut. They are the only company to have been granted by the right by Yummy brand to establish and operate KFC and Pizza Hut restaurant. Until now, over 830 KFC restaurants in Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei and Cambodia. And they also have over 435 Pizza Hut restaurants in Malaysia and Singapore. Next, I'm going to share about employee performance and how employees' performance impacted the organization. Actually, employee performance is the job that related with activity expected of a worker and how well those activities were executed. So, how employees' performance impacted the organization? Basically, employee performance can give the huge impact to the company and organization. They are everything to the company. It is because if the employee performance is poor, then this will give a bad reputation to organization. While if the employee's performance is good, then the organization reputation will be good. The employees also represent to the organization and company. Everything that they are doing will reflect to the company. Therefore, this is how.
And Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurushamina 25443. I will continue my part 2.0 work from home. Definition: work from home means an employee is working from their house, apartment or place of residence rather than working from their office. Why company introduced work from home option to employee? First, home working brings new responsibility for the employer and employee. Employee with 26 weeks service has a statutory right to request flexible working arrangements such as home working, and employee have to seriously consider such a request. Employee also will waste less time commuting. Cutting out of commute can be both a moral booster and a time saver. Employee will also waste less money on gas or public transportation. Third, employee who work from home have an easier time eating healthy and striking manageable work-life balance. Eating healthier and having more time to spend with your family can help you feel less stressed, which is will make for a happy, more productive work day. Lastly, flexible work environment relieve the amount of stress in their life and give them a healthy work-life balance. Work from home benefit for employer and employees. Benefit for employee. Benefit for employer. First, reduce overhead. Second, environmental impact. Third, work from home concern. Four, reducing over. Benefit for employees is a less time spent commuting, health and fitness, and lastly, zero commute. Lastly, disadvantages of work from home have a 2 point, such as lack of human interaction when working remotely. Over time, employee can feel socially and professionally isolated, blurring of work life and home life that can occur when there are no physical separation between work time and leisure time.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatina Jahakila binti Ismail. My metric number is 255012. I will explain 3.0, which is evaluating employees' performance, work from home, discuss on what organization has done in the past, method of evaluation used, and my opinion on the method used. Employee performance should be evaluated regularly. Things are a little different when evaluating remote workers, which is work from home during this amid COVID-19, because there is no daily in-person interaction to evaluate. QSR Brands Malaysia Holdings and John Borhat took another initiative to evaluate their workers' performance during this pandemic work from home. First, QSR evaluate their workers based on quality and quantity instead of time worked. Employer will whole weekly meetings with the remote employees that define a clear set task list with negotiated deadlines. Employer also evaluate their performance by seeing how long it takes them to complete tasks and how well they do them. QSR also evaluate employees' performance based on outcomes. QSR had identified the performance is best determined by outcomes and whether an employee is meeting measurable benchmark or goals. Next, QSR also using initiative evaluate based on internal feedback and provide feedback often to their workers. QSR using internal feedback process where each employee completes 4 short surveys. Each survey covers a fellow consultant, a team lead, a manager, and a staff evaluation. The surveys are only 2 short questions asking for the strengths and areas for improvement for each survey's object. Lastly is trust. In this situation, QSR had said employees need to trust their managers are looking out for their best interests, and managers also need to trust that their employees are engaged and motivated at work. Next is discuss on what organization has done in the past. To evaluate employee effectively, QSR had using a standard evaluation framework and review each individual employee against those standard metrics. First, QSR set a performance standard. It is important for the company set a clear performance standards that outline what an employee in a specific role is expected to accomplish and how the work should be done. Next, QSR also set a specific goal to each employee. Goals are particular to the strengths and weaknesses of the individual employee and can help them improve their skill or learn new ones. Other than that, QSR also track the performance of the employees throughout the year with create a performance file for each worker and keep records of notable accomplishment or incident, whether they are positive or negative. QSR's company also evaluate the workers with focus on how well the employee perform their job rather than their personality traits. Lastly, QSR have a conversation with the employees because the company realize an employee evaluation should not be on one-way street where the manager give feedback and the employee listen to that feedback. Companies also ask for an employee to provide self-evaluations of how they think they perform of their job for the year. Next is method of evaluation used. There are some method of evaluation used by QSR to evaluate their employees' performance, which is QSR at using 360-degree feedback system to evaluate their workers' performance. This method will helping employees, particularly those in supervisory roles, improve performance by gathering information on their performance from different groups. This system will help increase the individual awareness of how they perform and encourage employees to invest in self-development and embrace change management. Another approach QSR use is psychological appraisal, which is to determine the hidden potential of employees. This method focuses on analyzing employees' future performance rather than their past work. Qualified psychology conduct a variety of tests such as in-depth interview, psychological tests, discussion, and more to assess an employee effectively. Next is QSR also used behaviorally incorporating scale bars, which is bring out both the qualitative and quantitative benefit in a performance appraisal process. Bars will compare employee performance with a specific behavioral example that are anchored to numerical ratings. My opinion on the method used is evaluating employees' performance is a great important for the organization. However, we will face several difficulty when conducting such processes. We should discuss conventional approaches to such evaluation, focuses on their limitation, and suggest a new method for such an evaluation. We know that the performance assessment can create benefit for management and employees through improving performance, but can also be stressful, so they must be carefully implemented. That's all from me. Thank you.
Nurul Aisha binti Aziz, my number matric 25624. Today I will present about appraisal form, which part 1 and part 2. Is appraisal particulars, which is have employee name, employee ID, employee classification, departments, date of commencement, present designation, and also review periods. Which is part 1. Appraisal particulars will fulfilled by the by respondent from the HR departments. Two session, where session 1 is achievement of key performance indicator or KPI, and also it refer to achievement of KPI, state achievement or under achievement of the KPI. Which session 2 have performance employees, where have 10 question, and that from that question also we can evaluate by the, for example, for first question is position expertise. That is effectiveness the employer apply for professional or manager technical and or non-technical skills and loyalty to the job when at home. Which this question we could know that what the effectiveness the employee apply in the professional in other professional skill and knowledge of the on the job when at the home. And for second question in the section 2 is approach toward at home, where this question we can evaluate by characters the employee demonstrate, and then home assigned include creativity, flexibility, initiative, and the planning to commitment to diversity. And then where which this question we will look about the approach toward at home by the employees where work at home lah. Okay. In this, and also for section 2 performer employee, we have 10 question for like I said before, this have section 1 question 1 is position expertise, question 2 is approach to work at home, question 3 quality of work, question 4 quality of work, quantity of work, and 5 directing and controlling, 6 is decision making, 7 recruiting the right people for the right jobs, and 8 collaborate with other while working, and 9 cooperation, and 10 working time. Okay, with this question we can evaluate the employees where work at home, and we can know how their effectiveness, and this also we can in this appraisal form, this also we can look what employees feeling, and also what we call it work at work at office and also work at home is something that different. So with appraisal form, this appraisal form new, we can look what employee feel, and also we can appraisal form where we'll could evaluate performance workers by this appraisal form. Okay, this appraisal form also we have we evaluate by by rating, or rating by have 5 rating, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which for rating 1 is significantly below target, is inadequate performance, does which means inadequate performance does not meet the normal requirement of the position, necessary improvement has not been forthcoming, which is with rating 1 until 5 have this description, which 1 is significantly below target, 2 is below target, 3 on target, 4 above target, and 5 significantly above target. Okay, which this rating we can when employee take jawab this appraisal form, so kita boleh tengok dia punya apa ni, bila dia menjawab dia akan evaluate by the rating that daripada rating tu. So daripada rating tu, daripada 10 soalan tu kita akan we will evaluate lah, kita akan evaluate by the score yang diberi oleh employee tu berdasarkan soalan 10 soalan itu, ataupun berdasarkan section tu itu employee performance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afika binti Omar, mention number 254265. Okay, I'm going to continue for part 4.0, which is new performance appraisal form. Okay, basically my partner, which is Aisyah, have been explained for part 1 and part 2. So I'm going to continue for another 2 part, which is part 3 and part 4. Okay, for part 3, which is summary results, this part it contains only 2 sections, which is section 1 and section 2. For section 1, indicate achievement of key performance indicator. It has KPI score. For section 2, we have assessment of results, what the individual had achieved. All the indicator and score have been filled out and same from part 1 and part 2. So basically, this part 3, it is we just need to fill out this score to determine the total score. Okay, to look at overall performance, we have only 4 levels, which is level A for excellent, level B above average, level C average, level D for below average. The total score, we just need to add up score from section 1 and section 2. After that, we have form for appraisee and appraiser comments, and we also have HOD decision and comments. This section it is applied to propose candidate for promotion. Okay, we move to part 4, which is individual development plan. After each of them knew all the total score for their rating performance, they need to develop plans. Okay, we have 3 stages to indicate the employee levels. Okay, for those who achieve 1 until 2, means that there is much need for development and immediate improvement. For those who achieve 3 until 4, okay, indicates that a pricey possesses the basics requirement but have skills that need to be developed. Okay, for those who achieve 5, shows that a pricey have the skills needed to be successful. Personal development never stop. Continue to seek way to become better leader. Okay, apart from that, in this part also contains a section that allows evaluation of each employee based on comments for them, such as what this appraisee team appreciate about him or her, how this appraisee could be more effective, and what are the short-term and long-term career interests of the appraisee.